welcome to this call. Welcome everyone. It is 2:30, and today is the 20th of October 2022. And as you can see from the title of this video, I am going to correct a standard 3 student and correct their work. They did a weekly test and they sent it in to correct, and they needed some help. So we are going to help them out on this call today. So if you find this video helpful, please consider subscribing to the channel or leaving a like or leaving a comment, right? And also share with someone whom you think would benefit from this video, okay? Right? Let's get straight into it. I'm not gonna waste any time at all. So I did not share the name of the student. However, I am gonna go through her work. So this would be the first question on her paper. This is a standard 3 exam. Okay, so it says here, and she got all correct, so I'm pretty happy with that. So it says here, write the numerals, which stands for the following, draw the place value chart. Okay, so we have 5 tens. Okay, so they try to mix it up on you a little bit. So let me just do a little bit of teaching here. All right, so place values, pretty much on the foundational list of things that you need to know. Okay, so place values, there are many videos on the internet, and this is yet another one. But I'm gonna make my own original thing. Place values in mathematics. So that is dealing with the values of the numbers within an entire figure, and it denotes the value of each individual number. So let me show you just by example. When you see it, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. So on one column we have the um, one column. Some schools call it the units. It's the same thing basically, right? The units column. Then we could also have the tens column. Then we also have the hundreds. Um, we could also have the thousands. The thousands. Okay. Thousands. We could also have the tens of thousands. Tens. Go straight up to as much as you should know, at least for the SCA exam. Then you have hundreds of thousands. Then you have millions. Nice. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, good. So let me just separate them. So we have the millions, the hundreds of thousands, the oh, tens of thousands, then the thousands, then the hundreds, then the tens, then the ones. Okay, good. So what I'm gonna do now, I'm basically gonna, let's do this in green. I'm basically gonna give the little the little abbreviation for them. So for ones, we generally say, you know, for one, we generally say the O column or the unit column. Depends on your school. Your school would have different things going on. That's no problem at all. Okay, put that down here. That would be the ones column or the unit column. Then you could also have the 10 column, which is just going to be a capital T. Pretty much a capital T there. Then for the hundred, it's going to be capital H. going to be capital H for the hundreds. Thousands is going to be capital TH. Tens of thousands is going to be T. Hundreds of thousands is going to be H, TH. Millions is just going to be M. Okay, millions is just going to be M, right? I don't think you need to know more than a million for SCA, right? Okay, this would pretty much do the trick. Okay, so for millions we have M, hundreds of thousands we have HTH, tens of thousands we have TTH, thousands we have TH, hundreds we have H, tens we have T, and ones or units we have O or U. Okay, right. So if I was to go and create different numbers for this, let's go in blue here. A single digit number would be 1, right? 1. Okay. Then a next digit number, let's say 22. Right? 22. Then another digit number, I would say 300 and 321. 321. Yeah. 321. So those would be numbers for ones, tens, and hundreds. If I wanted to extend this number, let's say we have 321, right? 321. This number is now going to become 4,321. 4,321. Some students like to put a little comma here. That's okay. This number here is now 54,321. This number here is now 54,321. This number now is 654,321. 321, okay, right? And then finally, this number here is 7,654,321. 7,654,321. Okay, right? So those would be numbers using the place value. Number examples. All right, moving on. So for the question here, they mixed it up, tried to trick the students a little bit. They have 5 tens, 2,000s, 800s, and 2 ones, but she got that right. Praise the Lord. Okay, she didn't put the comma, but that's okay. The comma would have been 2, comma 852. For part B, it's gonna say, I think they did some changes in the question paper here. So it's 6 tens, 4,000s, 300s, and 2 ones. She got that right. Awesome. Moving on. Right. Then we have, oh, this is the this is the same question here. Right. You also got this right. Write the word names for these numerals, and this is always like number 1 in the SCA paper. Write the word names for these numerals, or they would give you the word names and you need to write the numerals. So we have 3,786. She got that right. Second one, she has 7,000. 0, I understand the 0, so you don't need to write 0, you just need to say 31. But I completely understand why she would say 0. But once you see 0 in the 100 column, you don't need to say 0, you just forget it. So this number should be 7,031. Okay, right, moving on. I'm just gonna say, if it was 7131, you would have said 7,131, but there's a zero there in the 100 column, so you don't need to write anything. So you're just gonna say 7,031. Moving on. So the good old greater than or less than sign, right? Okay, good. So when we have these here, you need to put them in the right direction. So greater than is always on the right hand side. Greater than is always on the right hand side. So if the arrow is pointing to the right, that means you're saying that it is greater than. I think she got a little bit of tricked here. So we have 8,109. That should be less than 8,190. Okay, but you got the second one right. Okay, so you understand that there is a 8 on both sides, then there's a 1 on both sides, and then when you realize that there is a 8 on both sides, it's the same, then there is a 1 on both sides, it's the same, and then you see the 9 here and a 0 here for the third one, for that third number here, the tens column number. Once you see that there is a 9 in the 10 here and a 0 here, you'll know that this number is bigger. So how it reads, you would say 8,109 is less than 8,190. So you put the less than sign here and not the greater than sign. So you would read it like this: 8,109 is less than 8,190. And she got this right. Of course, 4,906 is greater than 4,609. And they will bring closely, they will bring numbers that look closely related or almost the same. So you have to really pay attention and look carefully as to what you're doing. Okay. All right, moving forward. Okay. So she got this right as well. Whoa. It says here, read the word name and write in numerals. 7,952, that is correct. 3,012, that is correct. Moving on. Place value again, right? Right. What is the place value of the underlined digit? That's correct. That is 6,000, or it really is 6,000ths with th at the end, but that's right. And then 8/10. Very good. Got this right as well. Awesome. What is the value of the underlined digit? Okay, this is a little bit of expanded notation. So the 4 there is in the tens column, so it's going to be 4 by 10, which is 40. Then B, 8,219. The 9 there is in the ones or the units columns. 9 by 1 is 9. Good. More expanded notation. Write an expanded notation. But she wrote the words. Okay. 5,473. Okay, teacher gave it right. Okay. 8,212. All right, good. I've not seen this before. Right, guys? I've not seen this before. Right? Fill in the missing number. Great. She saw the pattern here. So she saw that the numbers are increasing in tens. So 1,050, 1,060, 1,070, 1,080, awesome. 6,999, 7,000, 7,001, 7,002, awesome. Very good work there. Very good work. I'm very happy to see that there. Moving forward, ascending order. Good old ascending order. She did great on this. So you really need to focus on your numbers. Yeah, ascending order is from smallest to biggest. Descending is from biggest to smallest. Excellent work there. Very happy to see that. Okay, so we have here and expressed in centimeters. So, expressed in centimeters. So we have here 7¼ m, and m is not in centimeters. M is in meters. M is in meters. So we know that m, I'll write this down here to get out of the way of the place values. n is equal to 100 centimeters. M is equal to 100 centimeters. Right? Okay? Good. So always remember that. So what is the M mean? M means 1 meter. M means 1 meter. That's what the M stands for. Right? M means 1 meter. And the cm means centimeter. Right? So that is something very, very important to learn. Moving forward. So if we have 7¼ meters, right? 7¼ meters, that means that this should be 7 meters, which is equal to 7 by 100, 700 centimeters. A quarter meter, 1/4 meter. Right? A quarter meter, I'm gonna write here 1/4. 1/4 is equal to a quarter of 100 is 25. A quarter of 100 is 25. So a quarter meter is equal to 25 centimeters. Right? So here you should have 700 centimeters, 700 centimeters plus 25 centimeters. That will give you a total of 725 725 centimeters would be the answer here. So your answer should read like this. Answer should read like this. I'm gonna say, I wanna put on this, but it's making a lot of noise. I'm gonna say answer should read 700 centimeters plus 25 centimeters would be equal to 725 centimeters. Moving on. Next one. 5 meters. That's going to be equal to 5 by 100. 500 centimeters plus a half. A half of 100 is 50. So the next one should say 500 centimeters plus 50 centimeters is equal to 550 centimeters. That's definitely something you need to study and revise. Okay, it takes some time to work that out, and I completely understand that being on an exam. That's not easy if you don't know your work, right? You really have to know your work to do that one. That's a good question. Expressed in centimeters. So yeah, right? So the answer there should be 500 centimeters plus 50 centimeters to give you 550 centimeters for the second one. Right? These are the answers here. Moving forward. Fill in the blanks by skip counting in 100s. Skip counting. Yeah. So we have 3,522, 3,622, 3,722, 3,822, 3,922. Awesome. Then we have 7,294, 7,394, 7,494, 7,594, 7,694. Pretty easy, full marks. Approximate the numbers below to the nearest 10. Alrighty then. Okay, so this is how you approximate, guys. So, I really don't want to take off this place value chart. I wonder if there are other um, place value questions. No, I don't think that there are. So I will erase this. So I will say, right, when approximating, need to focus on the correct place value, then look at the number. For this is a general note for approximation. Okay, if the number if the number is greater than 5, we change place value by 1, increase by 1, and fill in with zeros. Fill in with zeros. Yeah, moving forward now. So, I'll read that again. This is for approximation. Bring this. Good. So when approximating, we need to focus on the correct place value the question asks us. That should be the should have a S there. Asks us, and then look at the number next to it. Okay. If the number is greater than or equal to 5, we change the place value and increase by 1 and fill in with zeros. This is what I'll do now. Okay, and I'll probably do a little bit more to help you guys out. So approximate the numbers below to the nearest 10. Okay, so if I look at the number 87, right, I'm gonna leave this note up here. You can pause and write it down on your own time, but I'm gonna take it off now. If I have the number 87 and I want to approximate to the nearest 10, well, we know that this is the ones, this is the 10. The 10 is the place value in question. Then I look at the number next to it, which is the 7. Is the 7 5 or greater than 5? Is the 7 5, sorry, is the 7 equal or greater than 5? Yes, 7 is greater than 5. Therefore, I need to change the 8 and increase it by 1. That's going to give me 9. And then fill in with zeros. So 87 approximated to the nearest 10 is going to be 90. All right, so 90 should be the answer there. Next one, 753. Let's do that one to the nearest 10. So 753 is my number. I have the ones, I have the tens, and I have the hundreds. The number in question is, well, they say approximate to the nearest 10. Okay, so to the nearest 10, well, the 5 is the place value in focus, and the number next to it is the 3. Is the 3 equal to or greater than 5? No, the 3 is not equal to 5 or greater than 5. Therefore, I am gonna leave the 5. I'm not gonna touch the 5, the place value, 10, that is 5. Of course, I put back my 7, nothing going on with the 7. I'm gonna put back my 5. I'm not gonna increase the 5 by 1, right? I'm not gonna increase the 5 by 1, all right? Okay, right? And I'm going to fill in with zeros. All right. Yeah. Good. Awesome. So therefore, 753 approximated to the closest or nearest 10 is going to be 750. Moving on. Right. We have here approximate the numbers below to the nearest 100. Okay, to the nearest 100. So let's do this here, 389. 389. So I have 3, 8, 9. I put my place value columns, ones, tens, and hundreds. I'll approximate this to the nearest hundred. So the place value in focus is 3. Is the number next to it, which is the 8, equal to 5 or um, greater than 5? Yes, 8 is greater than 5. So I'm going to change my 3 to a 4 and then fill with zeros. So 389 approximated to the nearest 100 is 400. Okay, good. D, we have 2,946. We have 2,946. Let's go. So I need to put another column here. Thousands. So I have 2,946. Rounded up to the nearest 100. The number in focus is the 9 because the 9 is under the hundreds column. And I'm gonna look at the number next to it. The next number is gonna be 4. Is 4 equal to or greater than 5? No, it is not. So I'm gonna leave my 9 alone. So the answer is gonna be 2, 9, and then I fill it with zeros. 290, 0. A 0 connect to 6. The answer is 2,900. Good. So 2,946 rounded up to the nearest 100 is 2,900 or 2,900. Yeah, moving on. Okay. Oh, great, check this one. Approximate the numbers below to the nearest 1,000. Okay, no problem. So I have 4,187, 4,187. So I have 4,187. And the place value in focus is the 4. Now, is the 5, sorry. Is the 1 here, which is under the hundreds column, is the 1 equal to and greater than 5? No, it is not. So I'm going to leave 4 by himself and fill it with zeros. So 4,187 rounded out to the nearest 1,000 is 4,000. Right? Boom. Let's go. Next number. Next number is what way? Next number is going to be 7,753. So I have, let's go in green now. 7,753. Rounded up to the nearest 1,000. So to the nearest 1,000, this is my number in focus. My number in focus is the 7 there, that is under the 7 column, the 1,000 column, right? Then the number next to it is the 7. Is 7 equal to 5 or greater than 5? Yes. So I'm going to change. If yes, I'm going to change my number in focus by 1 and increase it by 1 is going to be 8. Then I fill it with zeros. So therefore, 7,753 rounded off to the closest 1,000 is 8,000. Right? Rounded off to the nearest 1,000 is 8,000. So definitely you're going to get better with practice. Let's look at this now. A square tennis court. A square tennis court. Okay. Should not have drawn a rectangle. That kind of. Okay. Yeah. Draw it is wrong. Okay. So a square tennis court measured 45 meters along one side. Okay. What length of wire mesh is needed to enclose the court? All right. Okay, so maybe you're trying to think about football or something because this is not a square, right? So check this. When they say a square tennis court, remember a square is a shape that has 4 equal sides. So if they gave you, let me draw this. I'm a firm believer in drawing to understand your work more clearly. So, if they say a square tennis court, trying my best to draw a square here. Tennis courts are normally lawn, right? So it's going to be green. So, if one length is given, and they say a square tennis court measured 45 meters along one side. So along one side is 45 meters, and you know it's a square. Hey, if they gave you the length of one side of a square, all sides of a square are the same. So if they gave you one, they basically gave you all four. 45 meters should be around each and every side of a square because a square has four equal sides. Yeah? So 45 meters should be all around this square. Right? Then the question says, what length of wire mesh is needed to enclose the court? So wire mesh, basically, I think you want to fence it around. You know, you want to put a fence. So you want to put it along the perimeter. I'll highlight that in red. You want to put your wire mesh around the court. Let me do the sticker. It's a red wire I'm going to put. You want to put it along the edges of the court, the tennis court. You know, you don't want anybody jumping the wall and just playing in your tennis court, just so. Right? Right? Good. So basically, you need to do the wire around your tennis court, which I put it in red. So we're using a red wire. I'm just saying. Okay. So therefore, I need to measure 45 meters going this way of wire, 45 meters going this way of wire, right? Another 45 meters going this way, and another 45 meters going this way, right? So basically, I need to find the perimeter of a square. The perimeter of a square, right? I'm going to write this here. Perimeter of a square side plus side plus side plus side. Okay? Right? And you should see side appearing 4 times because a square has 4 sides. Also, I must make mention, some people also say perimeter of a square is a shorter way to do it. Perimeter of a square side multiplied by 4. And there's nothing wrong with saying that. Okay? Right? Side multiplied by 4. Right? So the perimeter of this square, let me just box this off because this is the formula. As the formula there. So let's go with green. Perimeter for this square. What is it, a tennis court? Perimeter of court is equal to 45 meters plus 45 meters plus 45 meters. And 45 meters multiplied by 4. It should be, what is 45 multiplied by 4? Well, 45 by 2 is 90. Well, 90 by 2 is 180. So 180 meters. Yeah. Right. Good. So back to the question. What length of wire mesh is needed to enclose the court? You would need 180 meters of wire mesh to enclose this tennis court. I don't think that it is correct with international tennis court measurement regulations, but that's just me. I don't think tennis courts are square. Are they? Put it in the comments, let me know. Hmm? Good, so the answer should be 188 meters. Next question. It says here, Anil walked all around a rectangle field. Okay, so the drawing is correct. What distance did he walk if the field measured 75 meters in length and 33 meters in width? So let's read that again. Anil walked all around a rectangular field. What distance did he walk if the field measured 75 meters in length and 33 meters in width? Okay, I think you pretty much got this right. So, um, did you get that right? Almost got this right. Okay, right. So I'm gonna do the drawing for this. I'm gonna do the drawing for this. But good job with your drawing. The drawing was pretty good. I like the drawing. So let's do this with let's make a purple field now. Right? And make a purple field, rectangular field. Right? So the length of it was 75, the breadth of it was 33. So 75 meters. I say breadth there because some schools use breadth and not width. So in a rectangular field, if this is 75, this is also going to be 75. It's a rectangle. And for this left side here is also going to be 33 meters. All right. Awesome. So the question asks, he walked around a rectangular field. What distance did he walk if the field measured 75 by 33? Okay, so let me write this in green here. Remember, this is the formula here. Perimeter of a rectangle is equal to, many ways you could do this. One way you could say length plus length plus breadth plus breadth. Or you could say um, or you could say length plus breadth. You find the length plus breadth and then you multiply that by 2. Which way is good for you? You do. Right? You do. I like to use the first way, some people like to use the second way. It's all good. Right? Right? So perimeter of this field, right? This is what the guy needed to um walk if you walked around the field, right? So perimeter of field is going to be equal to 75 plus 75 should give you a whopping total of 216, right? That should give you 216 meters. 216 meters. Yep, and that's the answer there. That's the perimeter, how much you walked around the field. So you got almost to the answer. You need to multiply the 108 by 2. Because what you did, you only measured one length and one breadth. So you forgot another length and another breadth. That's what happened there. Next question. The perimeter of a triangle is 130 centimeters. What is the length of the third side marked with an A? Okay. Yeah. So recall a triangle has 3 sides and they gave you the perimeter of the triangle. right? Okay, so so um if they give you perimeter of a triangle and they give you two sides, you need to find the third side by minusing the two other sides from the total perimeter. Okay, I think you got that pretty much right there. Okay, so it's 130 minus 39 minus 38. The answer is 53 centimeters. So, yep, that's pretty much correct. Very good. Good work there. Um, just looking on. Okay, so just two more. Just two more questions. Or two more pictures. And we did this. Okay, cool. Keshav or Keshav, I don't know, swam around a rectangular swimming pool 5 times. Wow, okay. How many meters did Philip swim if the pool was 28 meters longer and 22 meters wide? Okay, let's read that one more time. Keshav swam around a rectangular swimming pool 5 times. Okay, alright. How many meters did Philip swim if the pool was 28 meters long and 22 meters wide? Alright. Okay, let me just make sure this question here. Keshav swam around a rectangular swimming pool 5 times. Okay, good. How many meters did Philip swim? Hmm. Is this question correctly worded? Keshav swam around a rectangular swimming pool 5 times. Okay, so 5 times the perimeter is what Keshav swam. How many meters did Philip swim if the pool was 28 meters long and 22 meters wide? Uh, okay, right. So they asked for Philip. I don't think we understand with Keshav. Right? So it says here, how many meters did Philip swim if the pool was 28 meters long and 22 meters wide? Okay, so you still have to find the perimeter of the pool, right? So the perimeter of the pool, the drawing is correct there, right? I think actually the numbers are mixed up. I think the 28 meters should be on the longer side and the 22 should be on the shorter side. So let's go with blue because our pool is generally blue, right? So this should be 28 meters on the long side. And if that is 28 on the long, this should also be 28 on the long here. And 22 meters on the short side. 22 meters on the short side. Right? So the perimeter, the pool is in a rectangular shape. So perimeter length plus length plus breadth. So perimeter perimeter of this pool is 100 meters. Yeah? You left out a part of that question there, right? But Keshav, if you want to know what Keshav swam, he would have swam 5 times the perimeter of the pool to give you 500 meters. Okay, but it didn't ask that as far as I see here. Next question. We have here calculate the area of the square using the formula. Okay, so they're actually the area and not the perimeter. Okay, so the area of a square side multiplied by side. If you know the length of one side of the square, you know the length of all. So we have 8 centimeters is the length of one side of a square. The square has a length of 8 centimeters. So area by 8 centimeters. 8 by 8 is 64 centimeters. When you're doing area, please always remember square unit. So 64 centimeters squared is the area of this square here. Alright. So you need to be sure to know the difference between perimeter of a square and area of a square. Alright. Alright, moving on. Next one, calculate the area of the rectangle using a formula. So area of a rectangle, I'll go in wrong now. Area of a rectangle is equal to length this rectangle is 12 centimeters long and 6 centimeters wide. Area of this rectangle is going to be equal to 12 centimeters multiplied by 6. The 12 times table is 6 times. 12 by 6 is 72. Right? It's 72. And area answer should always be in square. So that square is 64 centimeters squared, and that rectangle is 72 centimeters squared. And that's it for this question here, this correction for this paper here. Alright guys, so I think what would be very, very good is for you to ensure that you have the difference between an area and a rectangle um, in the same thing. Area versus perimeter. What am I saying? All right. Okay. So I should have here. Is there anything on the internet? Do I have to make something on my own? I will, but I just want to see if there should be anything at all. All right. Not really seeing anything. Not really seeing anything at all. Right. Okay, so I'll do it manually, no problem at all. Right. So at the end of the day, I'll do a table here. I'm gonna say perimeter. perimeter of a square side multiplied by 4. Area of a square. Side multiplied by side. Okay. Alright, that's one. Next one. Perimeter. Perimeter of a rectangle is equal to what? Length plus length plus breadth or width plus area of a rectangle length multiplied by the width. Alright? So that is a comparison table right there. That is something to write in your book. Alright. Yep, so that is the end of this call, guys. I hope that this was really helpful for you. So I'll post this on the YouTube channel. If you need help with any math questions, I try my best to do them as quickly as possible, all right? And send it to you and post it on the channel. I try to be as helpful as much as possible. Don't forget virtual lunch and learns are on Sundays at 1 p.m. All right. And if you found this video helpful, please like the video or subscribe to the channel if you have not done so. You want to get in contact with me, call or WhatsApp 713-6860. We're on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok as well. And the email is primaryschoolmasterclass@yahoo.com. There are also creative writing workshops, language arts, and Spanish, conversational Spanish classes as well. So have a great day and God richly bless you. If you found this video helpful, please leave a like, leave a comment, and let me know how things are going. And God bless you. Bye for now.